Oh, hey, Colby. I wanted to ask, obviously you've been working hard all fall. How are you different personally this year, and how excited are you about this entire wide receiver core and the new offense? Thanks.
Uh, I feel 10 times more confident. I got a little experience last year, being able to see what the ACC competition is like, getting to know my teammates better and building up connections. I'm really excited for this receiver room. We're really coming together as a unit. We know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we're just building each other up. And Coach Dawson's doing an amazing job making sure he's teaching us every in and out of the offense. And Coach Kevin Beard, both of them are just on the same exact page. So when you have your receiver coach and the offensive coordinator working together, it really helps out the room.
Any other questions for Colby? Susan Miller.
Hey, Colby, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. How are the youngest receivers doing? Nathaniel Joseph, I guess Washington, right? Whoever the youngest receivers are, how do you think they'll be going into that first game of their career?
They're going to be really excited. Those guys are two amazing players coming out of high school, and they're back at home playing in the Hard Rock. They're ready to show out for the fans, and I'm excited to see them play.
What advice do you give them?
Just stay confident. Trust yourself. Things are not always going to work out as good as you wanted to, but just remember where you came from, what you used to play like, and just carry that over to this style of play.
Thank you.
Matt, did I see you had another question?
I didn't lower my hand, but sure, I'll ask another.
Your hand's still there.
I'll never say no. So yeah, Colby, if you could also just talk about the Miami coaches yesterday, Mario and Shannon Dawson were talking about the Miami, Ohio defense and how experienced they are. Having watched them yourself, what do you think the biggest challenge is going to be for you guys taking on that kind of defense?
They're a very experienced defense. They really very sound. They know exactly what they want to do, and they're going to execute it at the best level. So we have to be on our best game because they're going to give it everything they got. And they're amazing at attacking the ball. They cause a lot of turnovers on defense. So we have to be on our best game. This is a really talented, experienced defense.
Next, we'll go to Marcus Benjamin. Marcus, go ahead.
Hi, Colby. I just wanted to ask about the progression of getting the ball downfield and what you've seen from the offense in trying to get the ball downfield and what you expect to see in game one in regards to that.
Yeah, we're definitely going to try to take some shots downfield. Obviously, we have a great O-line who can hold up the rush very well. That gives us receivers more time to really work on our routes, really set things up that we want to get downfield with. And we have a great quarterback. All our quarterbacks in our room are very well at throwing the ball down the field. So we just excited more O-line and our quarterbacks working in the back.
Next up, we got a question from Caneville. Go ahead.
Yes, Colbie Young. With the new rule implemented this year about the clock not stopping, are you guys more focused about getting on the field, staying on the field without being substituted a lot more this season? Is that implemented a lot in the game this year with you guys?
Yeah, we're trying to fly around. We have a really deep receiver room, so if we are gonna get out off the field, we're trying to get in and out as fast as possible. We realize that this clock is running and time is precious. Time is precious, so we really want to. We're practicing it a lot in practice. Move fast as possible, and urgency is key.
Hey there, Jalen. So I wanted to ask you, obviously, we asked you a few weeks ago, but now it's a little closer to the game, obviously. The transition to tackle, which I assume is your position, how smooth has that been, and what's been the biggest challenge, really getting acclimated to left tackle versus playing guard mostly previous to this?
I would say really adjusting to tackle again. I came in as a tackle when I first came in, and then I transitioned to playing really all the positions on the field, on the O-line. But, last couple of years I've been at guard, and then since spring I've been working at tackle. So I've just been perfecting my craft. The only tough thing is just getting used to the tackle again. But I feel like I worked on that since spring, and I'm good at that now. I think the hardest thing was just going from guard back to tackle. But I think since I'm versatile and I've been working on my versatility since I came in, I'm doing fine. And I'm a workaholic too, so I just work at everything I do if I'm put in that position to help the team.
Next, we'll go over to Susan Miller-Degnan. Susan, go ahead.
Hi, Jalen. Hey, opposite of you on the right side is a true freshman, right? So Francis Malgoa, I mean, it's pretty intense starting your first game at right tackle, right, on the line as a freshman. That's very rare. How do you think he'll do? And also, what kind of advice could you give him? I mean, you're a veteran. You've been through this.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's been put in that position because not only the coaches trust him, but the players trust him. And since he's been put in that position, he's just been working at it all the time. He's been listening to us older guys. He's been coming to us, asking questions. He's very smart. Like I said before, he's a freak, and he's very smart for his age. And for the class, like starting as a true freshman is really hard. And we put him in positions to where when we face adversity, since he's a freshman, he hasn't been facing adversity in the college level yet. We've been putting him in that positions since spring, since he got here. And he's been doing really good at it, and I'm excited for him to play in this game. I'm excited for him to keep starting for this season and working.
And my follow to that would just be, how about you? Even though you are a veteran, I mean, first game, how much excitement is there inside of you? How do you balance that when you get out? And also the fans and Hard Rock and all that.
Yeah, I mean, all of us are really excited. I mean, who wouldn't be excited to start or, play their first game of the season? But our biggest thing is to not let the excitement get to us and really just focus and dial in our task at hand and winning this game. So I'm just saying, yes, be excited, but no, with the outcome at hand, we need to go through this game with intent and, focusing on our goal while having that excitement.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Jalen?
Hey, I'll ask one more since I, again, didn't lower my hand, Carter. So Jalen, you're the only guy who's expected to start from what we've seen that started in game one of last year. What signs have you gotten that this offensive line is going to be much different physical-wise, production-wise, after allowing 3 sacks a game last year than what we saw a year ago?
Sorry, I can barely hear. Say that one more time, please.
Yeah, can you hear me better? Is this okay?
It's kind of low, too.
I can yell. You want me to yell, or is this?
You're good. You're good.
Okay. So what I'm saying is you're the only returning starter that also started in game one of last year. Obviously last year wasn't what you guys wanted, allowed averaging 3 sacks a game, et cetera, et cetera. I don't have to rehash it all. What has you optimistic that this will be a much different looking offensive line, physicality wise and overall, than what we saw last year?
Like you said, I've been here since, forever, but I was the only returning starter from last year, and just getting adjusted to all the new guys that came in and just building that brotherhood and just building that chemistry. So, of course we missed the guys from last year, but, things go on, you adjust, coaches change, all that stuff. So it's good to just go into the new year and just relearning everything and setting the standard of our culture again and bringing new guys in and elevating our level of play. So, of course we're, measurables we're way bigger and all that stuff, but we've been building that chemistry and we're excited to play our first game.
Next, we'll go to Marcus Benjamin. Marcus, go ahead.
Hi, Jalen. This is now year 2 for you under offensive line coach Alex Mirabal and head coach Mario Cristobal. What difference have they made in your development, and how involved is Mario Cristobal in coaching the offensive line?
You start with Coach Mirabal. I feel like he's a great offensive line coach. I always say this, and I give him his props. But he develops me. Like he does a great job developing me and everybody else, because he does not let up. He does not care who you are, the status. Like, you can be a 5-star coming in or, first team or whatever. He does not care. And if he sees something you're slacking, he's going to get on you. He's going to jump on you. So I think that's very important for developing, just in general. But people that want to go to the next level, it's very important for that, have that coach. And then tag along with Coach Mirabal, you have Coach Cristobal as your head coach, and he was a former old lineman here. So it's good to have him, and because he's been through all the ups and downs, and he had a lot of ups during that year he played, or the years he's played here. So he knows what it takes to have a winning culture, have a winning team. And it's great to have him in the O-line room as well, because he'll pop in sometimes, or on the field, he gives his 2 cents in. So it's very important for him to do that.